Welcome to Talk Art. My name is Dion Gumbs, songwriter, singer, producer, also interior designer, so you can just classify me as an artist. Well, of course, it started, I believe, when I realized that I had the talent for music. And my mom, she realized that also. I was probably at the age of 7. And that's when I joined the Methodist Sunday School choir. And from then, I was there for about maybe 12 years. I've learned a lot in the choir. And eventually, I started to be in different groups, different bands. The Harmonics Band, Purpose Band, C United, groups with Anastasia Lamani. So it all started from way back then, the musical career, or the musical journey, I should say. Well, there was always something inside that told me, okay, Dion, I think it's time for you to step out and be more in front. So I think it could have been maybe 10 years ago. I would do more solo projects, let's just sing for weddings, funerals, different events. But let's say for the past 3 years for sure, I said, okay, now this is something I would like to do as a career also. So that's when I started to be more involved with musical projects, real serious projects. For me, it's an interesting journey. It all starts pretty much by inspiration. I need to be inspired or moved by something. That's when I start to write. Whether it's a situation, whether it's someone going through something, or I'm going through something, or maybe, let's say, a connection with nature. Regardless of what, there's something that inspires me or moves me to write. And that process, for me, it's an amazing process. For me, it works differently. Sometimes my musician would give me music, and I would write words that can go with the music. But of course, it depends on the energy of the sound, because certain sounds give you a particular vibe. And so it depends on the sound I would get from my musician. Other times I would just write and I would have a melody also, because for me it comes both ways. It comes lyrically as well as with a melody. And I would record it and my musician would then make music to go with that particular tone. Some of my musical influences, I have a lot actually. Locally, I would say who really motivated me and influenced me when I was younger. Jeffrey Richardson, Rosemary Hodge, and Anastasia Lamani, and a good friend of mine, Lavon Henry. Those persons really helped mold me in my musical career. Internationally, I really admire, for example, Stevie Wonder, Usher, Marvin Sapp, Mary Mary, Donnie McClurkin, Yolanda Adams. It's a whole Lauryn Hill. I just love different styles of personalities and different sounds. For me, that flow is very important because it helps create you as an individual. And I love many styles. I love styles of music, you know, whether it's reggae, whether it's hip hop, whether it's jazz or a salsa. For me, it doesn't matter. I just love the fusion of all of the different styles. And for me, I don't have a particular style that I really, really like. I just appreciate each one for what it is.
So you wouldn't necessarily say that so what is then the Dion Gumbs sound? Somebody said, what's your sound?
What's my sound? I think it can be soft, a soft to mellow sound, depends on the music again. I don't know. You'll have to tell me. Well, for me, for example, seeing my video on Temple for the first time, it was a whole different feeling. Because even though I would be part of the editing process and I would see the videos from way before persons see it, once it's on television, it's a whole different feeling. It's like, whoa, you know, it's like a refreshing feeling. It's like music. When I hear my jingles or my music on the radio, it's the same type of feeling. Like, this is my music actually playing on the radio. But now I've kind of gotten over it. I've produced approximately, let's say 33 jingles so far. I've done that for a lot of major companies on the island as well as off island. I did for political parties and candidates. Collaborations, for me, very important. Teamwork is key. You know, unity is strength. So it's important to be able to collaborate with persons who share the similar energy with you. And of course, for me, I have to meditate. I have to know exactly who I would want to collaborate with. But once you found that person, you know, it's like the energy just flows. Working with, for example, on the last project with Betty, Nisbet, and Curtis Jordan, for me it was very easy working with them because we share similar values and similar ideas, and the energy level is also up to par, I would say. And it's like once you have them on board, they know exactly what to do, and if they need any advice, they're open to it. So it was very easy working with Betty, Nisbet, and Curtis Jordan on the last project. When I got the music, I said to myself, I'm not going to sing the song alone. For me, a female voice needed to be there. And the sound and the style and the instruments and how it just kind of flows. I said, okay, two names came to mind, and one of them was Betty, and Betty was the only one on the island. So I went to Betty and I said, Betty, I have a song for you, for us. And she listened to the beat and she said, Dion, these are some songs that I have in mind that I really like. And one of the songs were a very familiar song, and it has a beat similar to ours. And she said, Dion, this is the vibe I'm in right now. So it was just like a natural flow. It was like a natural connection for that particular song working with Betty. But I wrote her part and I also sang the melody, and she just did it pretty much. And the ad-libs, you know, of course I let persons be creative in his or her own way. With Curtis, it worked pretty much the same. It was a different though, because he's not on the island. So I have to send him the song, and then he would send me back a copy of his interpretation of the song. And for me, it was also a nice process, you know, because every setting, every process is different. And you then understand how persons think and how they do things. And in that case, I find it was also amazing working with him. Well, for me, it's a mindset. You have to know what you're capable of, and again, in that situation, I don't know. You just can't limit yourself to just an island, a place, or a space, because art has no boundaries. And you shouldn't limit yourself to just maybe an island or to a genre of music or to a particular style. I mean, there are certain things that you would just do better, but you just have to expand as wide as you can, because the world needs to hear what you have to offer, not just St. Martin.
He gave his son's life on Calvary. Now tell me, who's gonna do such a thing for you? No one. Love is patience, kindness, and without envy. Not boastful, not proud, no. The way to live is to learn how to love, just like the Father above, yeah.
So Martin have a lot of talent. We have a lot of talent, and I think that the best advice I can give anyone is to believe in yourself. Because sometimes we tend to take our talent for granted. And we have so much to offer, we have so much within us. I think you just have to learn to trust yourself. Even when no one would place that trust in you, you have to believe that yes, you can. And for me, that's what I did. Sometimes, yes, you would find persons who would applaud you and who would really like what you're doing. That's what you just find yourself sometimes alone, and it takes a certain bravery to stand. Stand even though, it might not be the case that no one supports, but in your mind you just have to know that it doesn't matter of what, you just have to believe in yourself, trust yourself, and go after your dream. Being a very spiritual person, I think that really helps guide my way of being, and confidence is very important. I shouldn't be fearful, I shouldn't be thinking doubtful of myself or of anyone. Matter of fact, we should learn to trust each other and trust ourselves even more. Family is very important. I mean, besides just blood family, relationships on a whole, very important. It's how you treat one another and how one another treat yourself, how people treat you. It's very important. I think my family has had a great influence in my life. My sisters, but especially my parents, of course. My mom, she's very spiritual, and my dad, he always supports me very strongly. So I think the balance of both has helped mold me as an individual. As an artist, I just want to be able to reach the world through my music, through my interior design, motivate persons. I see myself bringing a better change in this world, and I'm going to use all my creative aspects to do so. Whether it's to build schools, whether to help government, whether to help instill values in persons, I see myself through the form of arts actually creating and molding that kind of a process. Besides music, I also do interior design. Now that started from a long time. At home I would make a lot of changes in my parents' home, and one day a lady by the name of Lisa Uton, she came by and she said, "Junior Bernice, who did your home?" And they said, "Dion," and she was very much amazed, and she said, "Dion, I need to work with you." And from since then, Lisa Uton provided me with my first job for interior design, and that was like a big thing for me, But I know I always had it in me, but not really thinking like from a business perspective. And that's where it really started, at home. And then with Lisa's motivation, it really gave me that extra push.
So how do you, when you go into a space, this is a different process in music.
Correct.
Maybe there's some similarities there. So how do you, suppose my own, help me decorate talk to people, get a feel for me, or give the space?
Well, that's what I do. Well, first of all, I just have a rule. Less is more. So try and keep it simple. And so it is for design as well as music. Less is more, With a home, I would walk into your space. I would ask you a few questions. What colors do you like? Which colors make you happy or sad? What is your style? What it is you want to convey? What is it do you want to have displayed around you? And from there, I would tend to build accordingly. I would give advice to help assist and to see where we can start from there. It's very important because, again, I have my own style, but you have your own style. And as a creative person, it's not just for me to be creative, but it's also to bring out the creativity in you. And that's what I do. I try and hear from you exactly what it is you would want to have, and we work together and make it a reality. With the music and with the interior design, I also do photography. But you see, again, I don't believe, at first it's like you have to choose a particular career. But as I grow older, I said, no, do I have to choose? I don't have to choose. And then I realized every single aspect of the creative side needs to be developed, and it's all in each other. It all goes hand in hand. If you realize that a child has a lot of creative sides of them, I think as a parent you should help stimulate, help promote and motivate those sides. Take the child to whatever courses that they can go to help, you know, with that particular talent or talents, because you just never know. Once you enjoy doing something, I think it would always work for you. But there's a lot of work that goes into honing that craft. Really and truly, you have to not just think that I'm talented or I'm gifted. For you to grow, you have to work at it. You have to constantly evaluate where you are and also envision yourself to where you want to be. And if you have big dreams and big goals, you have to keep at it. Don't just stop where you think, you know, it's just good. It's more than being just good. There's always room for improvement. People would watch me and think it comes very easily, but it's a lot of mind preparation before I go on stage. It takes a lot of energy.
I can imagine.
A lot of energy. And I guess, you know, once you know your product, once you know your song well, then it's easier. But still, I don't like to be too confident, because to me, anytime you're too confident, it just doesn't work. You know, there is something greater than yourself you have to rely on to pass through that phase at that presentation.
Yeah, come on, we're gonna do this together. We can smile again. I need you in my life to survive and overcome all that's wrong and make things right. You're so special, so wonderful. No greater love can anyone find. Ooh, you made me smile again and gave me
This was Talk Art, and thank you for joining me on today's program. Hope to see you soon. Much love.